The area defined as Scholemoor and Lidget Green Big Local is a multicultural community 2 miles west of the city centre. It includes Scholemoor, an inner city housing estate adjacent to a predominantly Asian area of older terrace properties in Lidget Green. Towards the edge of the area there are a smaller number of semi-detached private housing. The majority of properties in the area are owner-occupied, some 71%, but there is a growing number of private rented properties, mostly with absentee landlords. In 2002, the residents engaged in neighbourhood action planning in Scholemoor and Lidget Green, which resulted in a number of developments. Currently, there are a number of centres and places of worship with community facilities used to varying degrees by the residents in the area.
Well, I think there are lots of long-standing issues in the area in terms of provision for older people or provision for younger people. We could do a lot more of that. Over the years, this particular area in terms of Lidget Green, Scholemoor, hasn't been well resourced in terms of provision. So the need has always outweighed what limited resources and scarce resources has been available. So I think that what we really need in the area is adequate provision to cater for the needs of the folk that are here.
In the last 6 months, we've had people wanting to come and play from here. Not as Clayton, but other teams that didn't have their own facilities and things like that. The big local would be a great help. It's like people don't know that the place is here. So we want to get out there and let them know, that we're here to help anybody.
I think so. There's so much a problem in the area because I live in an area 20-25 years. Mostly there is a drug problem.
Well, first of all, I think the parking is one of the major issues here. Every household have now got 2 or 3 cars now, so we could do with something with a wider area or something, where the environment, where the curbs could be narrowed down, or probably adjustments to side parking, as in you get in main city centres.
A lot of the issues within the area, especially in this area, are unemployment. I mean, youth without jobs. We've got low achievement levels in school, which education is another factor. Drugs is also another thing that I think this area needs looking into, and particularly all areas really.
What I would like to see in Lidget Green is more play areas for young people, and the reason for this is when I go around, the children are just hanging around shops and stuff, especially the older children, and some of the little children actually are following their footsteps. And they're smoking and some of them are drinking. So to avoid that, I would like to see more play schemes and more clubs around our area so we can actually teach them from right and wrong.
Since the inception of Big Local, we've been out and about in the area, visiting centres and engaging with local organisations. We've helped facilitate some of them to carry out their own research, while we are interviewing resident stakeholders and arranging meetings, both public and specialist. The purpose of all this is to listen and record the views of local people, what they like about the area, what are some of the issues and problems that need tackling, and how they would like the area to improve over the next few years.
The park and the football pitch was going to be made, but we've already got one here.
Good things about school is that my family, they all live in the same circle thing. Youth club, it don't get boring, they do loads of activities and stuff.
Youth club. Yep. And the park.
The community centre, when it opens on Thursdays and Fridays, and now I'm a volunteer on Mondays and Tuesdays and stuff, help out with the little kids and stuff.
There's loads of robberies and loads of fights.
The bad things is that people don't respect the area and the things that they got in here. For example, damaging things and all that. And doing graffiti on walls somewhere and that, and breaking glasses, and I think that's not respect.
Some people like they mess like these days up because they throw fireworks in the youth club and stuff like that, and it just makes it, I don't know, just people that can't come in here, can they, because of that.
Over 10 years, Scholemoor Beacon have developed Scholemoor Sport and Recreation Ground, the former stadium site. We're at a point now where we've got a multi-use games area, children's play area, adventure play facilities, and we're currently developing the new sports pitch, which will be hopefully hosting football clubs, sports clubs, and for local people to use any time of the day. The multi-use games area here in Scholemoor was developed about 4 or 5 years ago by Scholemoor Beacon around the time of neighbourhood action planning through Bradford Vision, and we helped to fund it through lots of different sources, and this was the first facility actually put back onto the old sports ground. So it was here, it was the first thing that was developed here, and over the last 8 years or so we've been able to develop the rest of the site as well. We've kind of, the fruition is the sports pitch, brand new sports pitch that we raised funding for.
50 years ago this was my school playing field. At the moment I'm involved with the big local in getting started. I work at Bradford CVS, and one of my little visions would be perhaps we might be able to reinstate this into a really nice playing field where all the community can benefit from the area.
What I would love to see in the Lidget Green and the Scholemoor area is that it builds on its strengths, and as the people are its strengths, so more things that you see everyone sort of working together on those sort of issues. What I think will be a danger is if people go into their silos or the different communities. I think we've got a real opportunity here to make community cohesion a real, live, vibrant, positive thing here. And that's what I would like to see in the area, that people are proud to say that they come from Lidget Green.
For some time we've really wanted some funding to come into this area. We've not always managed, which is a shame because the area is quite deprived, and especially down in Lidget Green and Scholemoor where there's some real sort of problems, you know, so I really welcome the big local. But what I also welcome is the fact that it's going to be resident led, and that's really important, that the people who live in this area are the ones that decide where that money is going to go. They know what the issues are, and you know, it's not right for people sort of outside the area coming and telling them, you know, what they're going to do. I think it's wonderful for that empowerment, to empower the community to take responsibility.
My point is that if this project that is going to be initiated could probably pay attention to the parking needs of the local community. There are some places around here that can be turned into a local council pay and display car park, and that would be quite useful because the chemist, post office and the opticians and small supermarket are within 100 yards from each other.
For the elderly people, you could have the likes of bowling, like the whist drives. You never hear of them nowadays, but it's very nice to sit on your behind with a pack of cards and play cards, and all these kind of things that, you know, the young have their games, the elderly people have them. Get a collection of ideas from each group.
But let us purchase this land, we can maintain it, we can take the liability for it, but they do just show interest, and I just don't understand why. At least give us a chance, or they do the chance. If they've got no money, we're willing to do it.
Things I would change is like do weekend stuff and have loads of things to have fun stuff and stuff like that.
Like weekend activities?
Yeah.
Probably to get some more equipment for the youth centre. Make the park a bit nicer. Sort all that rubbish out at the top.
Well, the area is very, very diverse, and I think the important thing is actually getting the communities together, pulling them together, because a lot of communities spread around who don't keep in touch with each other, and that's very important. And somehow there needs to be a venue where these people can meet, where they can exchange views, talk about things and issues, because whichever community you're coming from, basically issues are more or less the same, especially for the older people. So it'd be nice to have a cohesiveness in the community by actually getting these groups together.
And all being well, our vision for 10 years' time, we hope to have a new facility that will be not only outdoor facilities but a brand new community facility, and we hope that the old community also will be improved, and community issues can be dealt with through things such as the big local.
We need to actually revamp the whole area, and I think £1 million won't be enough, but we need to do as much as we can.
I'd like to see all the communities coming together on issues that affect us all, and for the sake of Bradford and for the sake of our children as Bradfordians.
As a church, we're a community church, so we're here for the community, and we would love to be able to offer ourselves even more than we do to help meet some of the needs that's in the area. I think that this initiative is an opportunity to sort of harness some goodwill that's that's already resident in the area, and I wish it well, and I hope that it does achieve the goals that it sets out to do.